What's up, guys? Invader1 here, and I'm back. This time with another pug video. I'm doing a few of these because you guys seem to really enjoy watching me pug and play with randoms and all that. And I noticed that on the pugging collectors video, the amount of hits that video got so quickly was amazing. Um, which is fine. I already get a decent amount of hits. It could be better, but I really, since again, guys, most of you guys didn't know this, but I don't get paid to do this. I just do this for fun because when pretty much when multiplayer, when Platinum came out, all the multiplayer guides were so limited, and a lot of the guides were um, mostly about builds, but not exactly about tactics and how to handle higher level difficulties and all that. So I have a lot of guides on that, even guides on reload canceling and loot guides, and I try to vary it up and really make it interesting and fun for you guys. So because I enjoy it quite a bit. I do this for fun, and I figured this is also a good segue for me to not just have fun, but at the same time kind of build myself up for my future goals for video gaming, and I enjoy it. So yeah, guys, I'm here playing a pug game, pugging Cerberus, and yeah, I think somebody from the lobby actually recognized me and put in their mic. I think it was a AC23 or something like that. One of the guys here, he was really cool. Just he kind of just started talking to me and all that. I mean, he didn't tell me he recognized me. He just talking to me about Halo, and it was actually really cool. I played. This was a very late game, so I was a little rusty with my. I was a little rusty with my skills here. Actually, I think I played. The NovaGuard a lot better than this, but for whatever reason, I was just playing late. I couldn't sleep, and I said, let me just, let me pug one game, and I did, and it was a lot of fun. This is a very, very quick, chill goal game, and guys, I want to talk about something real quick before I tell you guys about the build. This is the NovaGuard. It's a traditional build, but I will tell you guys how to spec it out, and it's very traditional. A lot of people know how to do this build, which is cool. But pretty much in regards to the new DLC, a lot of you guys are asking me questions because I have mentioned it before. The only thing I know is that it is called Reckoning. Okay, so there is a new DLC coming out called Reckoning, and my buddy One True Shot had already posted that. He kind of hinted at it. That's all the information that we have right now. Well, that he has right now, because I really don't get the information. I only get the information from him and a few other people. That's about it. I don't have any kind of access or any connection within BioWare to do that. Although I have played with a BioWare developer. That was the Josh Hendricks that I got to play with him, and there's a video that I created on that if you guys want to see it. It's called Gaming with BioWare Developer. I don't have his name in there because whatever, but he's I do talk about him in the video right now. He's actually really cool. But yeah, the new DLC is called Reckoning. That's all the information I have so far. Once I get more information, I will post about it. So this game is not dead. This game is not over. They're still working on it. I don't think there are going to be any more major DLCs because, as you guys know, they're already working on Mass Effect 4. So it's one of those situations where they have to pool their resources to also single player DLC and the new game that they're working on. So because of that, the DLC here for this multiplayer will still continue, but it won't be like the other big DLCs that are coming out. Now, once I find out more about Reckoning, we'll see how big that DLC will be. I'm hoping that it's something like game modes, game types, and some bug fixes and stuff like that. But we'll see. I am looking forward to that, and hopefully I get my buddy One True Shot to kind of come in here and talk about it a little bit. So again, you guys have been asking, so the most I can give you guys right now is that it's called Reckoning. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what's going to be released. I don't know if there are any new characters, maps, or any changes. I really don't know. But at least we know that it's called Reckoning, and that at least we know that that there is another DLC coming out. So that's for sure. The other thing is, guys, I did this video. I'm here pugging Cerberus, Cerberus Gold, and it was a lot of fun, guys. The thing is, for me, it's like gold is it's just a gold is a little easy for me right now. So I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it when I'm pugging it, actually, because since I don't know anybody here, I have to kind of I don't really speak unless unless somebody speaks up first, because most of the people come in without mics. I've noticed that in the past. I'll try to talk and people just don't, put them their mic or whatever. So I'll just stay quiet until somebody speaks, or if there's a situation where there's a teammate is gonna get insta kill or something like that. I'm just like, hey, there's a banshee or something, and that kind of thing. I used to just talk all the time and just just talk nonsense, but a lot of people. I don't know. Some people don't appreciate it, so I pretty much just wait till somebody speaks, or if a teammate is in a situation. But I always have my mic on, so I always have my mic on when I'm playing pugs. So like that, if somebody wants to ask a question or something, I'll actually speak up. So that's what's going on here. I had one of the guys who actually spoke, and we had a really cool conversation. It was really nice, and all props to him. And he's talking about he was playing Halo 4. Controls are different, and I totally feel him, because I was playing Halo 4 the other day, and I was like, my god, I got so bad. Like, what happened here? Like, it was crazy. So I'm gonna be doing some Halo 4 stuff very soon. So I'm just like, man, I really need to continue sharpening my gameplay on different games all the time. So. But anyways, guys, in regards to this, the NovaGuard and pugging Cerberus for them, it's a little tough to use them off host. If you don't know how to manage a Vanguard off host, then you got to be very careful with it too, because the Vanguard is pretty much an up and close kind of character. You want to be all up in the face. He's biotic charging and using Nova. He's a crowd control kind of guy, and you see that pretty much in this gameplay. What I'm doing most of the time when they're the objectives, I always do at least one objective, guys, by the way, especially playing pugs. As you notice here, I'm not that guy that I'm just going around not doing any of the objectives, not helping out. I am always doing an objective. So as you saw here, there was an objective mission, and I did one of them. I always, if it's devices, I always try to do one, so I could do my part, because there's 4 devices. I figured if I do one, the rest of the team should do their part. Somebody else will do one, somebody else will do another. So I do the objectives. If it's a hack, I'm in the hack. If it's an escort, I'm in the escort. And that's about it. That's pretty much how I play in pugs. I do play as a team player. Like I said before, I do play hard. I do when I play pugs. I try to go for scores most of the time now, because I do try to I don't know. I just have been judged in the past before. People are like, oh, you're Invader 1, and then I'll play like a chill game or relaxed game, and they're like surprised that I'm not like topping the scoreboard, because I'm just relaxed. I'm not even playing hardcore. I'm just playing for fun, but I do have fun on the pug lobbies. I make sure that I am playing kind of hard, and I am going for as many kills as possible, and only because I don't know, I guess people expect it now. So I don't know, I guess I gotta live up to the hype. I don't even know what it is, guys, but anyways, but I have fun. I still enjoy it, guys, and it's all good. So the NovaGuard, he's a crowd control kind of guy. As you see, we have the objectives here. I'm making sure when you have objectives like this, especially with this guy, your job is to pretty much do some crowd control and keep the enemies so busy, especially with your charge and Nova. And the good thing about his biotic charge is that it does stagger phantoms. It does do that. So I would like to talk a little bit about this guy's build, because most people know this build, but if you guys don't know it, well, what you want to do is on biotic charge, on rank 4, you're going to want to go for radius. Like that, you can hit multiple enemies. Let's say you have 2 phantoms in front of you, you can stagger both. Okay, so you're going to want radius. I always recommend radius in rank 4. I don't go for the other one, even though it's decent. I still always go for radius, so you can hit 2 additional targets within 2 meters, and that is a really good range. So again, crowd control. On rank 5 for this kind of build, I will go for power synergy. I don't go for weapon synergy on this guy unless I am doing another kind of build, which is a claymore build. Yes, you guys will be like, what? You put a claymore on a NovaGuard? Like, what? It's like, yep, I put a claymore on a NovaGuard and play him that way. And you can actually do it, guys, and it's actually a really cool it's actually a really cool way to play him. It's just a very different play style. You can use a NovaGuard, actually a Soldier Guard. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I may even create a video about that, about the Soldier Vanguard, and show you guys how to play him that way. So, anyways, we'll talk about that later. Power synergy in rank 5 for biotic charge, and then on rank 6 I go for barrier. So like that, I can increase the barriers by additional 50%. That is very important because the way you set up your Nova afterwards is dependent on this. So like that, if you get your barriers back up in such a way, and you set up your Nova the way I'm going to tell you right now, then you can constantly spam charge and Nova. Sometimes you can even get like maybe 6 Novas or 4 or 5, depending because of the way this is set up. So if you level up Nova on rank 4 for force and damage, you get more damage out of it. On rank 5, you go for half blast. That'll be good because then you get the option of doing Nova 2 times in a row, and and at the same time it consumes only like half of your barriers. So this allows you to do it twice. Sometimes it'll allow you to do it 4 or 6 times, depending on this here, which is rank 6 Nova, which is sustain. Nova gains a 25% chance of not using a barrier, so there is a chance that you do the Nova and you wouldn't even use up your barriers, and that allows you to do 2 more Novas, and sometimes you even get that opportunity that even those 2 Novas won't use the barriers, so you'll end up doing a ton of Novas and just doing biotic explosions. Now, the way I play with this guy with biotic charge and everything is that he's great to use with biotic characters because, well, he's a great detonator. He can detonate powers. He can detonate, especially if you have somebody with Reeve, like a Drell or an Asari Justicar, just reaving everything. You could just destroy and annihilate every single enemy, which is so much fun when you play as a biotic squad. It's so much fun. And this guy's the best for detonating. I mean, you could just have an entire biotic team with annihilation field or with reaving everything and just absolutely destroy an entire team. And that's a lot of fun. That's the fun with these kind of characters, that you can have that kind of gameplay. And matter of fact, that's what I enjoyed about Mass Effect is truly the biotic squads that I used to see all the time, and I love playing as a biotic squad because all you hear is nothing but biotic explosions left and right, enemies being destroyed and staggered left and right. So it's a really great thing. So that's what this guy's about. And also, if you are gonna play this guy and you see that, well, you don't know your teammates and you see that there are really no biotic characters, then make sure that you are also detonating your ammo. What I do is either I go with cryo rounds or I go with incendiary, because I want either a cryo explosion or a fire explosion. Now, those kind of explosions based off of the ammo type are much weaker, but they still do quite a bit of damage. They're much weaker than like the traditional fire explosions with a flamer or an actual power. If you have an actual power that is setting up an explosion, like a fire explosion or cryo explosion, like let's say cryoblast or the paladin's power, which is cryo. Actually, I'm forgetting the name of it right now. Ooh, I'm having a brain fart. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you use the actual power and you detonate it with biotic charge or Nova, then that's a much more powerful explosion, cryo explosion or fire explosion. And the fire explosion, let's say from a flamer, from a Vorge or incinerate, or anything like that, it will just really, it will do a lot more damage. But since I didn't know, there was a biotic teammate, which was great and it really helped out. But since I didn't know, I didn't really realize that at the time. I just went ahead and made sure that I have incendiary rounds 4. And that's pretty much how I manage this. So like that, I'm not only just using my powers, but I am also detonating. I also have an additional damage effect. Now, when it comes to this training, guys, you're gonna want a rank 4 damage and capacity. That increases your power damage, and you also want to build this way because, well, it will actually increase the power damage of your biotic charge and Nova. Remember, biotic charge, you always wanted to have at least 1,000 force. You cannot stagger a Phantom with less than 1,000 force. You have to have 1,000 force plus. Once you have that, then you can stagger Phantoms and stagger enemies. So that's what you want. So this will allow you to do that. On rank 5, you're going to want the same thing, power damage, to increase the power damage. And rank 6, I go for weapon weight. Like that, I could carry your heavy weapons with him if I want and not have to worry about my power recharge too much. For the fitness, I just go for all durability, because with this kind of build, I want to make sure that he has, high health and shields and all that, and he's not affected. I'm not doing a melee build, but this guy is decent with melees too, very decent with melees. So he would actually be really good for that. But this kind of build, I just make sure that he has a lot of barriers and shields, so like that he could constantly spam biotic charge and Nova. Now, back in the day, when I remember where a lot of people were playing the NovaGuards all the time, they used to call it the noob build because a lot of newbies would come in and biotic charging everything, and it was just a lot of fun. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, the NovaGuard is just a lot of fun. He's definitely a lot of fun. He's a fun character. You're going around charging and all that. And mind you, in this game, I was really rusty here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys because I just, I don't know. As a matter of fact, my acolyte, I don't know what was going on. This map has a lot of cover, so there were quite a few times that I missed my bank shots. I usually bank the shot, or on the ground or on the side. But here, there's so much cover that you have no choice but to kind of aim at the enemy, which is totally fine. But at the same time, I like to do a little bank shot. You get a little bit. I mean, that's what they say, that you get a little bit more damage, but I don't always notice the difference. This game doesn't always recognize those things, so whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, I was just having a little issue here, missing a lot of my shots, and for whatever reason, I guess, I don't know, this is the first time I've played the NovaGuard in quite a bit. I haven't played him in a few weeks, and actually I have better gameplay than this on my channel, like some of my first videos that I was playing the NovaGuard, and I could play him quite well. He's a lot of fun. He's good with even with assault rifles. When I didn't have something like the Cerberus Harrier or whatever, I used to just put on the Maddock and just kind of go to town. Especially I would charge and just shoot at the enemy while charging Nova. I would just shoot at the enemy when my powers recharged, and then go right ahead and just charge him again. So the weapons for this guy that are good are shotguns. Shotguns are very good with him. Assault rifles are very good with him. And as long as it's light and allows him to spam biotic charge and Nova, then you're fine. It might be annoying to your teammates a little bit, but then that's what this build does. He kind of does crowd control. He stops the enemy from kind of doing what they normally do, and that's about it. You can definitely set him up as a weapons-based adept. I mean, sorry, a weapons-based Vanguard. But for that kind of build, I would spec him out a little differently, and I may actually spec into Shockwave. So I think I will do another video on this guy like that. But anyways, guys, this is Pugging Cerberus, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys seem to enjoy me playing with randoms. And for those of you guys who were in the lobby, hey, congrats. It was good playing with you guys, and nice talking with you guys as well. Well, guys, the build is at the end of the video. Also, I may just change that up and put the build in the beginning. I don't know. It's up to some of you guys have commented on it, but it all depends. We'll see, and I'll also start putting the builds in the description, and I'll go back to some of the other videos and do that for you guys as well. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And by the way, Pedro Whoop-Ass is coming back, so he will be non-stop.